What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the lounge. I'm Ray True Life. And as always, bald head bastard sitting right there is Ulysses Chevalier Neal.
Ulysses. So while you tripping, I think you met my cousin Terrence. That comes over here sometime to move from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
That's his. Well, his middle name's Leonardo, but his dad's middle name was Ulysses. Robert Ulysses Neal.
So it is a Ulysses in the building. What up,
There's
Grady?
a there's a Ulysses in the family, my man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up,
Well,
Grady Sheldon? Grady Sheldon is
who the
somewhere
toast
right
on? Is it
now.
on me?
It's on you.
You sure?
Yeah, I did it last time, 2 weeks ago, before I had to go for the funeral.
Oh, okay. Man, here's to another great show. With no topic to begin, but we'll find one.
Yeah,
Cheers.
we'll find a topic. Cheers. I'm starting off with a beer because your girl is in there crafting us. Oh, here it come, Raymond. She just made me
I'm
a
looking. I'm looking.
bro. Look, bam! This is a peach
Woo!
old fashioned by
Go
at
on, go
CD
on,
Girl 73.
go
Here,
on.
let me.
Run one of them down here to me.
Yeah, dog. I got a round ice cube in there, bro. Where that come from?
I don't, you got you because you got round ice
Woo!
cube molds. Hit an old man dance. Go
You know why? I'll let you tell him why I got an old man dance going.
because you got your 132nd birthday coming up.
And when is that?
I believe it's tomorrow, right?
Absolutely, July 4th, baby. It's cancer season. It's cancer season, man. It's cancer season. We in this thing, man. We got shit going on. It's cancer season, bro.
Yeah, your 132nd birthday is tomorrow. So
Yeah.
happy birthday to here's you know what? You know what? Let's do this again. This toast goes to Ulysses Chevalier Neal on his 132nd birthday. Damn, you old. Happy birthday.
Cheers and fuck you very much.
Well, the birthday is tomorrow, but happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
Oh man. So you got anything you need to get off your chest?
A whole lot. Yeah.
Get it off your chest.
What you got?
All right, man. So first of all, before I get it off my chest, I want to thank you to everybody for your condolences in the loss of my younger sister, my youngest sister. She was she was she was a cool chick, you know. And so I spent we didn't have the lounge last week. There was some people reaching out talking about no lounge. Eugenio hit me up talking about no lounge. And so first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you for your prayers and wishes in the passing of my younger sister. And so I traveled to Chicago, Rose Smoking Queen. What's up, sis? I traveled to Chicago or Gary, Indiana. I stayed over in Chicago, man, and did this. So I'm gonna get it off my chest. You know what I don't like? Every time you got something like that, man, you got family that just won't act right. I don't know what that is, you know. We already had a checker kind of pass, you know. When my dad was married to my stepmother, he had her on the outside. And
Mhm.
so most of my siblings didn't really deal with her like that. I did. And I've told you stories about her. You know, she's 43 years old, just had a birthday the third week of May. And you know, her brother, she's got brothers and sisters. Her mom had other kids. She was the oldest. So we get over there, everybody's doing their thing. It's a great thing. You know, some of these people I haven't seen since I'm a kid. And the brother, who's the third oldest of them, just was just disrespectful, bro. Like on a whole nother level. And I wasn't really saying
To
much
you?
because, you know, no, not to me, just to everybody else. Like he wasn't really saying anything to me. And so one of the aunts kind of got into it with him. She was like, you can disrespect everybody. Her brother that's her half brother, her father's son is doing more than you. And so that kind of put me on the spot, but not really. I didn't give a fuck about what they talking about. But
Yeah.
man, this dude took it to a whole nother level, man, of disrespect for his aunts. I knew all of the aunts and stuff because we all went to the same church. That's when my dad met her when I was a kid.
Hmm.
And so the level of disrespect that I saw uh, towards his aunts really got on my nerves. And I guess for me, why is it? And I won't say just black families because it's not exclusive to black families. Why, when somebody passes away, is there always just that one fucked up person in the family that just
Because there
gotta
always
be an
there's always
asshole?
that person in the family.
Yeah, they just got to be an asshole. And so as he's arguing with the aunt, he's supposed to be a boxer, is what they tell me. I ain't really know him, but he's supposed to be a boxer. He big boy.
Hmm.
And so she talking shit to him. And he said, well, whatever my skills is, it's enough to F you up. And so, her daughter pulled her outside. They going back and forth. I'm from the hood, man. Hood chicks, from the real hood. They ain't scared of no dude. And so
Yeah.
she talking cash, money making shit. Like, well, bring your ass outside and teach me then. Come out here and show me about your skills. Like, she going
Hmm.
in. And so he goes out there. So I get up and go out there behind him. And you know, he walks over to one of the cousins pulls up, so he walks over, and I kind of go over to him. I say, "Look, man, it ain't got to be all that. You just lost your sister. Just ignore her, man. She grieving. We all grieving. And now, man, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her." I said, "Well, now you're not gonna show her. I'm as I'm standing here, I'm pretty damn sure you're not gonna show her a damn thing. I can assure you, whatever your skills are, because we were standing like, just arms like apart. I said, I'm pretty positive that you're not going to show her a damn thing while I'm standing out here. And we had a small exchange. I said, bro, it ain't even like that, but I'm just telling you that ain't what you about to do. Now I hear you're boxing. You're a pretty big boy, and I'm not as big as you, but I'm pretty sure I got you faded. You're not about to do that. He just kind of looked at me and then he went and got in the car and left. You know,
They always seem to get in the car and leave after.
he got in the car and left. And where it had me, I was just like, I'm not gonna make it a racial thing because this happens. But the first thing out of my mouth is, why is nigga always gotta act up, man? At the funerals and like follow the smoke set and at the weddings. It's always one in the wedding reception that's got a clown with the rest of the family. All of the family dirty laundry got to come out at one of those two life-changing moments, weddings and funerals. And for
Because
ours, it was for the funeral.
I think it's because those people have a need to be important and the center of attention. And if they're not the center of attention at any given moment, they're going to find a way to make themselves the center of attention. Like it
That could
doesn't
be true.
matter. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter where you are. They need to be the center of attention. It don't matter if they're right or wrong. They need to be the center of attention, and they'll find a way to do that.
Yeah, man.
I
It
don't
was
know.
it
I
was
don't know why those two instances seem to always have that. But
Yeah, it was really something for me. And I'll tell you guys something, just full transparency. The first time I saw my little sister, man, she was born. Nobody else knew about her, just me. My dad, like I said, she was, not to be negative, she was a side baby. And I was in high school. And the way I found out, he I told you about my uncle that owned the auto parts store where I
mhm.
started working. And my dad worked up there part time. And so he tells me I was supposed to go home that day. I was gonna get on the bus and go home. And my dad was there. I was like, Dad, take me home. He's like, No, we're going over your aunt's house. So I said, okay. So I get in the car with him. Deuce in a quarter, 1976 deuce in a quarter,
Uh-huh.
silver deuce in a quarter with the land down top. No sunroof because the nigga was cheap. I was just over there messing with him a minute ago before the show. I was like, dude, why you always buy the base model cars? But he laughing because he 82, so he laughing.
Yeah.
But so
How you
we get
older
in
than your
the,
daddy?
I don't know, man. I don't
That's
know. I
weird.
think it was some immaculate conception shit going on.
Something had something going
You
on.
gotta be
I don't
you gotta
know.
be Catholic to understand that immaculate conception.
I don't know how you 132 and your
You
daddy
know,
83.
it's just like Mary had a baby and nobody hit it, and they named him Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. For the black people, Jesus. But
you are definitely not him.
close note. But so we pull up in front of this house, right? I'm a sophomore in high school. My dad says, uh, yeah. He opened the trunk, back then you open the glove box, hit the yellow button, trunk come up,
Yeah.
big ass crib. And so I see a big ass thing of Pampers, like a big box. He said, grab these Pampers. I'm like, Pampers? So I grabbed the diapers and we walk in the house. And so, in true fashion, my dad just, all his life, he just springs shit on you. Like when he married my stepmother, he picked me and my sister up from my mom's house, took us over to my aunt's and was like, oh, by the way, I'm leaving y'all over here with A Ruby, but by the way, I got married yesterday. We both looking at him like, Daddy got married yesterday. I'm like, to who?
He's springing on you without.
He's springing on you, he's springing on you. So same fashion, a couple years later, I was sophomore in high school. We left my uncle's auto parts store. He hit the trunk, crib opens up. I grabbed this big ass box of diapers that's about bigger than me. And he said, yeah, we're going into your aunt's house for a minute. Okay. I said, okay. I ain't thinking nothing. I don't know who my aunt got over there. I walk in there as one of the girls from the church. She laying in there with, looking like she just had a baby. And so, she said, hey, you, this is your sister. I did one of these notes. Look back at him. You got something you want to tell me? She my who? I only got one sister. Her name is Tanya. She designs humidors. She's 2 years younger than me. She designs humidors. I only had one sister. And so, bro, he hit me with that. And then he handed her to me. And I looked at her, man, and I fell in love with my little sister. She was a little bitty thing, And of course, when you have shit like that goes on, every family has those secrets. You're not supposed to tell it. Well, we left there, and my dad was supposed to take me home, and he didn't. I don't know what he was thinking about. So he didn't tell me not to say nothing. So when I walked in the house with my stepmother, she was like, where y'all been? I said, over Aunt Jean's house. And she said, what you doing over there? I said, we went to go visit Jackie's baby. Just not thinking about it. I'm a sophomore. I had player moves back then, but I wasn't thinking about advanced player moves. You don't talk about the baby. You don't talk about the baby. And so my aunt was like, Jackie got a baby. Unbeknownst to me, my dad had been messing with this young chick, and my stepmother knew about it. And so now she got a baby. Next thing I know, my stepmother living, 4 miles away. My dad, the funny thing about my dad when that happened, this nigga's always at, excuse me, I try not to use the word nigga, but this nigga's always at one key, he never goes above here. So when she said something to him, he was like, yeah. That's all he said. She was like, wait, that's all he said. She said, Jackie got a baby? He said, yeah. And that was it. He didn't say nothing else. And he said, well, come on, son, so I can run you to the house. I was like, you're right. Let's go. So we walk out. We get in the house. I come back over there about a weekend. My stepmother don't live there no more. And my dad ain't said shit, dude. He ain't
said nothing.
He said shit. And look, he been springing shit on me and my sister all her life. We come over there because, my brother Tony, he was actually my friend. Me and Tony knew each other from like the time we was in kindergarten. I didn't know my dad was messing with us. And next thing you know, he becomes my stepbrother. So he's messing around on his mother. And but I see my sister. And sad to say, all these years, man, in my adult life, I've been taking care of her and helping her and financially and just trying to be a voice for her. But Ray, I'm sad to say we never saw each other again. until the day we put it in the ground.
Mm.
And so I'll tell you something, bro. Uh, I felt real guilty, you know. So you and I, we sat down, we had this conversation 2 weeks ago about men's mental health, and then I'm challenged with this. And I'm up there in Gary. I'm staying over in Chicago, and I go to the lounge and I'm kicking because we didn't went to the funeral and everything. But I walk in the funeral, and the next time I saw her from the time that other than on pictures, and I talked to her 2 3 days a week, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The next time I saw her, she was gone. And I walked in there. Me and Felicia walked in the church, and as I pulled up in the parking lot, all these people was like, "That's her brother." People whispering and they're saying it. I'm hearing, "That's her big brother. That's the one in Dallas. That's the one she always talk about as rich," which is bullshit. That I'm broke.
Well, we're gonna pass over that part. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's pass on. And so, but this is what they're saying. That's her big brother. That's the one. And I was clean, of course. But man, this whole time as I'm walking in there, I got 8 nieces and nephews. I knew about 6 of them. The last 2 kids, she snuck them in on me. I didn't know where they came from. All I know, she borrowed money from me all the time.
She
And
stuck them in there.
she stuck them in there because I used to tell her by the time she got the kid 4, there's no bullshit. She called me one day, bruh, guess what? I said, well, she got a real raspy voice like Peppermint Patty. Bruh, guess what? I'm like, what? Man, your sister pregnant again. I was like, say. I don't even want to say what I said to her, but I'm gonna say it because it's me and you. I say, look, I'm gonna need you to start swallowing these babies, dog. You ain't making enough money to keeping all these kids. You should never look at a nigga and say, I'm keeping my baby. That's what I used to say to her on the phone. Like, don't say it no more. Don't say you keeping the baby. I send you money for everything else. Let me send you money for an abortion. Like, you got 4 kids. Now you got 5 because you got 1 on the way. And then she snuck 3 more in there on me on the back end, bro. And Felicia tell you she stuck me in like my dad. So, my siblings was like, that ain't really our sister. But I beg to differ because she snuck shit in on me the same way he snuck shit in on us.
Yeah.
And man, I didn't say a lot. Then I walked in and her sister introduced me to my nieces and nephews. And they all knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in, it was like, oh, this is my Uncle Yule from Dallas. And so, man, the only thing I can say, Ray, one of them, he was real slouchy. His clothes was all fucked up. His shirt like turned around like this and stuff. I walked to him, I say, man, come on over here in the hallway so I can fix your goddamn clothes, bro. That's all I can say. Because I couldn't, my emotions, man, believe it or not, I was trying to be funny with myself. But, man, I felt so guilty, and I still do that. I held her when she was born. The next time I saw her, even though I talked to her for years, man, I've been helping her and being there for her. We got this relationship, man, and we love each other, and I'm her big brother, and she my little sister, and we talking through things. The next time I saw her, she was laying in the casket, and I had just talked to her 2 days before. And man, Ray, I feel guilty, man. I feel like I didn't do what I was supposed to do as a big brother. You know what I'm saying? And so I've seen and done a lot of stuff, but this was a different kind of grief, man. This grief was tied in with guilt. It's tied in with feeling like I didn't do enough to make her feel like she had some family. She always tell me, bro, you're the only one that talk to me in the whole family. You're the only one that deal with me. You're the only one to pick up to call me. Then out of the blue, I'll get a cash app from you, just out the blue. She said, you're the only one that ever pay any attention to me. And she told me maybe a couple months ago, she said, I feel so alone sometimes. And it just, man, the whole time I'm looking at her in the casket, I'm hearing these words, years of these words in my head, bro. And it was really rough for me, and I tried to hide it, but I couldn't hide it. And so I'm sitting with her family and all my nieces and nephews, and I'm sitting behind them and I'm watching them break down as they looking at it, and I'm sitting there just looking at it. There's nothing I can do. And so all these people got up and started talking about her, and they were saying all these things. And a lot of it I knew, she could really sing, and that's a thing that is a part of that comes from my dad. I can sing, I can do all right. She could really sing, and I knew this. And so at the end, I decided to get up and say something. And when I walked up there, I'm looking at her. I'm standing by because they kept the casket open the whole funeral. And I'm looking at her, and I tell the story about how the first time I saw her, she was born. She had just come home from the hospital. The next time I saw her was today. And the gasp from the people in the church was just like, it was really deep, man. And why I don't think I've honestly slept a good night since then. I find myself feeling like, man, I just didn't do enough. But it wasn't something that was of me or of her. It goes back to that thing where you say we make decisions in our life sometimes that take us down dark paths, And so like we have to try to govern ourselves the right way, because when my dad did that irresponsibly, it was irresponsible. He had a baby with this girl, and then she's left alone to fend for herself. And so I spent many years, man, probably this last 25, 30 years trying to keep her from feeling alone. And so that's something that I'm gonna probably grapple with for the rest of my life. And for some people I think it may not feel like a big deal, but it's a big goddamn deal for me, because at the end of the day, no matter what, she's still my sister.
Yeah.
And you know how I am about Tanya, and I felt the same way about her, but things just never lined up. When I was there in February, when our uncle passed, I called her every day. Hey, I want to see you. I'm here. Like, where you at? And I'm just getting voicemail. And her sister told me that she told her, she was nervous to see me in person. Like all these years, she was nervous to see her brother in person, even though she talked to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't feel like, she just was too scared to do it. And man, I blame myself a lot for a lot of that. I always feel like I should have been able to do a little bit more to make her not feel that way. And so it's been a journey, man. This last few weeks has really been a journey for me. I haven't been writing my thoughts as much because my thoughts have been really dark. So I wrote one the day after I got back. I wrote another one the other day. I wrote one today about me, you, Mimi, and Maddie, Cigar Royal. I posted a picture for a throwback. And because I find myself now feeling like I gotta do more to let people know that means something to me, that I cherish them and appreciate them. And so it's been really something, man. It's like these are some feelings that are new for me, you know. And so like I know it's not mental health month anymore, but I challenge people in these situations. If you're in a situation like me, do the damn thing. Like if you're supposed to reach out and see somebody, make it happen. Don't put it off to next time. My last conversation with her 2 days before she died, she's talking to me. She's in the hospital. She had a pacemaker. And so she said, bro, I got to check myself out because I got to get this money. I got to go to work. I'm like, say, as I talk to her, say, nigga, you stay at the hospital, dude. If they got to adjust your leads on the pacemaker, one of them bad fellas short out or something, you're going to be on your way to hell or wherever it is you're going, because I don't think heaven is on your dance card. I said, so I need you, you're a gangster. So I need you to, this is what I told her. I said, I need you to stay in the hospital, nigga, because it's gonna get real hot. You ain't here no more. And she laughed. And then at the same time while I was talking to her, because I knew that it was a money issue. I was in the truck on my way home and I was cash apping her. I was cash apping. I cashed after some money to cover a couple bills, so she could relax, so she could stay in the hospital. And this one, she checks out and don't tell me. And so, that Saturday morning, she coded 10 times and she's gone. And I said, man, there's a part of me that knows it's not my fault, but there's a bigger part of me that feels like if I just could have just did a little bit more, she would still be here,
Well,
And
I don't have much to say, to follow that or in any way, shape, or form, man. All I can say is it don't matter what you did, what you would have done. When this time is time,
yeah,
it's so. But like Kissing Ass shared earlier, man, I truly believe that what you did that doesn't feel like enough meant the world to her.
yeah,
I truly believe that you made her feel not lonely when you talked to her, when you helped her out. You know what I mean? Y'all built a relationship. So she had you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to, and that's easier said than done,
oh
and,
yeah,
and people say it all the time. So I kind of don't want to say the same thing, but it's matter of fact, I ain't got to say nothing. Your wife just said it. She said, God is the author and finisher of our faith. It's all in his hands. You did more than anyone else in her life, and she cherished you. And you should hold on to that fact right there. Right? Hold on to that fact right there. You did more than anyone else, man. And she cherished you, and hold on to that.
yeah, man. It's something, I found myself feeling like I've taken for granted a lot of things in my life, man. Like that moment of watching her, I remember when they closed that casket, man, I felt like, hey, I take for granted so much, man. Like, I've been blessed beyond measure for a guy with a 12th grade education, and to be blessed with the life I have. And it's been through hard work, but even though my parents separated, nobody ever gave up on us, and to watch her feel like, everybody then gave up on her, man. It's just horrifying.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
And you were there. That's your little sister. And you helped her and you took care of her, man.
Man, to be honest, I hadn't even cried about this shit. Like, and I didn't expect it, but I guess, the lounge is like kind of like my safe space. Me and you hadn't really talked. We talked a couple of times, we've been texting. I just hadn't really said anything, but thank you, man. I just all the things that we talk about when we talk about grief, I'm just at this place now. I got to go to this place where I know I'm good. That's right here. I love my wife. My wife is great, and I'm good, But like when I come here, man, this is our safe space over cigars. That's why we got the lounge, man, where we can sit down and have talks. And I ain't scared, to be vulnerable. But man, this is the first time I've really just kind of like talked through it, like talked it out and how I've been feeling these last couple of weeks. It's been difficult, and then for my other siblings not to be there. Um, it was I probably would have been a lot better had they been there, you know. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah,
But I just realized as men, we gotta, you know, it just brings me back to some of the things we talked about last month about blaming ourselves, man, and just accepting that we can't be all things to all people. That's
right.
what that's where I'm at right now.
And
So it's something.
like you said, man, it's easier said than done. And when you have to
Yeah,
actually put those things into practice, it can get a little tough.
yeah. I didn't think it would be that tough. Uh, I honestly didn't think it would be that tough, man. And I walked in there. I walked in there confident, like, okay, I'm good. Man, I wasn't good at all, dude. And those next few days, I was all over Chicago. I took my wife up to Notre Dame. She wanted to see Notre Dame. I'm like, shoot, let me ride you up here. Took her through the hood because I always tell her, in Chicago, the hood is the most beautiful thing in the goddamn world. I said, media like to portray it like it's a bunch of projects. I said, it's not. And we were riding around on the south side of Chicago, the real south side, not that shit you see on the shine, the real south side. And we was over there, man, and she just riding through there. She's like, "Oh, these houses are beautiful." Then she said, "Babe, we need to buy a house over here." I said, "You see those pretty metal doors that you see on the front and the back door? That's because Deshante and them is gonna kick that motherfucker in the daylight." I said, "So we're gonna pass on a pretty neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're gonna pass on this one because I promise you, what I
Reinforced
did,
doors.
bro, they got reinforced doors. They got these big iron doors on the front and back, rolling shutters. I'm like, hey, DeMarcus and them, they kicking the door in. It might be 11 a.m. and it's 5 cars in the driveway.
And
They
go
gonna talk
kick it in
about it.
anyway.
They like, they ain't got no metal on them. They ain't got no metal. They ain't got no steel storm though. They about to they kicking this motherfucker off the hinges. One blow, the door coming down. You got to shoot everybody out there. So so I found myself, man, getting into that, taking her around and really showing her Chicago, the real Chicago, not just the Miracle Mile, the real Chicago. And we really ended up having a good time. But in the back of my mind the whole time, she said it. I look in the comments. She said, "I thought they were for ventilation." She did, dude. She said it because some of them got these pretty designs in them. I said, "No, that's to keep our people from kicking the door off the hinges at any given time, bro. Because they will. If it ain't no car
While
in the
you in there
driveway,
having lunch.
yeah. Next thing you hear is boom.
And they don't fix us a peanut butter jelly sandwich while we take all this stuff.
While we take all your shit. You ain't got you come, man. They will kick the door off the hinges up there, man, in broad daylight on you, boy. By the time the police got there, they just stole your shit, came back, stole some more of your shit, came back, put some shit back that they found out wasn't working, and then got some more shit, and the police just pull it up.
And already went to the pawn shop and got rid of half of it.
Hell yeah, and the police just pulling up. That's Chicago for you. And Gary is even worse, And so that whole trip, man, was really a humbling experience. But I tell you what it did do. I got an opportunity to see my wife, and I got to thank her right here publicly for everything she did. Had she not gone with me, man, I wouldn't have been no good. Wouldn't have been no good. So thank you, baby, for going with me and being there with me. So it was something, man.
Yeah, we know you wouldn't have been no good because
hell no, I've been crying like a mother.
You was a crybaby.
Yeah. Okay, Raymond. Where's Raymond? But nah, it was something. I ain't gonna lie, I was a crybaby. I was trying to hold it back. Even just now, man, it overwhelmed me for a minute just to say some of the things.
Now, once you said, "Where's Raymond?" Look who done popped in. Lasting memories done popped in here.
Who's Raymond? Who's Raymond? And then as she passes back out on my kitchen table.
She said, "Hey, don't talk about me when I'm not in here."
I talked to her last night, man, on the phone. Her and Sherjawan, we changed. My sister changed his name to Sherjawan instead of.
Oh yeah, that's what it got to be.
Sir Jawad.
Yeah,
And
it make a lot more sense to be sure. That's how it's spelled. So I'm gonna
Sir
call you how
Jawad.
it's spelled.
Sir Jawad, you know. Sharika. Sharika, for those of y'all don't know, man, Sharika is like one of the sweetest people on this earth. Like she don't get loud or nothing. But she had a couple of them famous brambles
she
from over here.
7 brambles in her.
So as she gets 7 brambles, she laying on the table like this. Oh my God.
Number 6, she gonna be loud. Number 7, that's it.
Who's Raymond? Because Ray's wife calls him by his whole Christian name, Raymond. And she puts emphasis on the M and the D. Raymond.
I don't care when it was. You never gonna let go. We never letting go of that.
No, because that's the only time you didn't came over here.
It's 2023.
Yeah, I mean that was when you came over here. The rest of the time your husband just come over here and drink up all the liquor. She's so funny, man. But hey, like we said, man, that's I told that story because I think it speaks to a lot of the stuff that we talk about, on the lounge, and it being a safe space for us to kind of open up and talk. And I'm glad that I have that. And thank you, man. Thank you for coming up with this idea because, like I said, man, I realized that, this is one of my safe spaces outside of my wife. This is my other safe space to come and talk. So what's been going on with you, my brother? Like, what's been happening from work? What's been happening with again?
Yeah.
So you've been home all week?
Nah, I'm in retraining now.
Well, I knew you got suspended from work. Hey man, look, can I give you some advice?
What?
Stop saying fuck you. It's something about those inflammatory words.
That ain't what happened.
I used to say again.
I see that. Shut up.
That's
not what happened.
He just won't stop.
That's not what happened. Look, that's not what happened.
Instead of when some shit happened, just going, okay, you're right.
Sharika said, I'm like Angry Man from Martin.
That's exactly who he is. You motherfuckers. First of all, I don't need this fucking job.
No, I ain't. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. So I told you about the police who stuck his hand in the door, right?
Yeah. So first of all, you always on this fuck the police thing. You always on this fuck the police thing. Like,
well, no, I just don't like them.
Well, okay. Hence the fuck the police thing, but I digress.
All right, so
I digress.
So when the police that whole issue is twofold, right? So what happened now, they call it an accident. So now I have to go through the accident protocol. I was already suspended for the conduct.
Okay. And
that's it. I'm not going to tell the whole story again.
So in essence, Raymond's been behaving badly.
No, I didn't. He ain't have to talk to me crazy.
Sometimes
your wife say I need to be a professional dog walker.
Or something, because the dogs don't talk back. That's my thing. The dogs don't talk back. Cause your ass, dude. I swear.
No. Okay. So he talked crazy to me, and I closed the bus doors, and he put his hand in the bus door as it closed. I guess he thought it was gonna open up like a elevator door, but that's so they call
that's
it
not what happened.
That's not what happened. Accident. What happened?
I said that's not what happened. Like the doors didn't open back. You closed his arm in the door and put the bus in drive and got ready to drive off with his goddamn arm stuck in there. That was his pistol arm too, so he was mad because he had his pistol arm.
I opened it right back up.
Herein lies the problem, Raymond. Herein lies the problem, bro. I need you to be a little more what's the word? I don't want to say apropos because that's not the right word for what I need you to be. Affable.
Well, No, I didn't drive off with his arm in the door, Felicia.
That's what I told her.
No,
That's what
I
I
didn't
told her.
drive off with his arm. Okay, I'm driving the parking ride. I'm on the HOV lane. He was checking people's little toll tags and writing tickets on the HOV lane. So he stopped some cars and he pulled 2 cars over. The car that was in front of my bus, he leaned in and was having a conversation with the lady. Now I got a bus full of people. It's about 100 cars backed up, and he just talking. He done leaned on his elbows, got real comfortable having a conversation, right? And there was a woman driving the bus. So I lightly and calmly tapped the horn because it's the Metro police officer. So I'm like, hey, at least let me go. We supposed to work together, right?
Right.
So he came to the bus and I opened the door and the first thing out of his mouth was, "You a Metro employee. You don't blow your horn at me." So him being a police officer, me being a big black dude, I closed the door. And as the door was closing, he picked his hand up and put his hand in the door. So then I opened the door back up. Then he cussed at me and I cussed at him. And then I left. I drove off. When he got off the bus, I drove off. And he called and told. First of all, Sharika, I don't need to define calmly. Ask me to define.
I was looking at that.
I said, yo. That's what I did. And the horn went, yeet, yeet. And I went like this. So he could see me. Felicia, no, he wasn't black. He was Hispanic. And he had his face covered. So he was one of them that had his face covered like this. So he trying to act, he was one of them gangster cops. He had his face covered. So
some of those, I'm not being racist or anything, but some of those young Hispanic cops, man, they be on some extra shit sometimes. Like I don't know if they've been watching MAGA videos or whatever. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do.
I don't know what
they call them coconuts.
Was it during Men's Mental Health Month?
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Yes, it was during Men's Mental Health Month. But I mean, I ain't want to get shot, so I closed the door. He was angry when he walked to the bus, so I closed the door. And the doors closed real slow, and there's 2 soft pieces of rubber that close, so it don't close hard. And then he stuck his hand in there. He picked his hand up and stuck his hand in the door. I guess he thought it was gonna open back up. It didn't, but I opened the doors. And then he started with the cop cussing, and I started with the cussing back.
What exactly did you say?
I shouldn't have matched his energy. That's what I told him, Felicia. That's what I told him, that I fear for my safety. But
Floyd is in the building. Floyd. Happy belated birthday, Floyd.
He almost old as you.
Yeah, I know.
Floyd getting up there in age. But
Floyd about what, 59?
He about there. He about. I think he ain't 59. He ain't that old. Like 58.
He ain't 50. He ain't 50 yet. Floyd ain't 50 yet.
Floyd he just short, so he look younger.
That's what it is.
He ain't but 5
the light,
foot. 5
the light
foot
get
folk,
to
so
me before it gets to him. The light get to me before it gets to him.
Man, you know what? I'm not finna sit here and talk about me cussing out this police officer. We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
What's up, folks? This is Derek from Vic's world famous Chicken in the Cooler. These crabs, and I'm gonna shake. For the consistency, I was talking.
Say bacon burger, dog, because the bacon ain't rich. Man, that is gonna be.
Not gonna do it. On here, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna tell jokes. Cause that's what barbecue is all about. If you ain't having fun cooking, having people try your food, looking for that enjoyment, laughter and smile on their face, that enjoyment every time they put your meat in their mouth, man, so many different ways. But seriously,
I played that commercial just for you.
I know you did, because you know what I'm about to say. The same thing I say every time. That enjoyment you get when you put your meat in their mouth. And then I saw he went live the other day. And I was sitting in my office, and he went live, and he started talking about meat in the mouth. I'm like, bro, like, is that what it's really all about? You know,
That's what it's all about when you barbecue. When you barbecue,
yeah.
you want people to put your meat
in their mouth
and be happy and chew it.
That enjoyment that you get when you put your meat in their mouth.
Yeah, and chew it and swallow it and enjoy it.
Yeah, that's just so what it is.
It is what it is. You know. Anyway. What else you got to get off your chest?
That's it, man. And I guess, you know, it became a conversation in a sense, but, you know, man, I just think that, you know, we have to forgive ourselves, man. You know, I think one of the things that I came away with from all of that is that we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. We got to give ourselves some grace, man. And
you got to.
That's something that that was a takeaway for me with that whole situation, is that it's time. You know, it wasn't, the situation wasn't of my making, you know, and you know, I talked to my dad today. It's funny because I swung by there on my way home and my sister was there. And so we were kind of talking about it, and I told him how I felt. You know, I said, you know, he's starting to get a little bit of dementia. And so he was like, you know, he didn't remember that I told him the other day that she died. And when I talked to him yesterday, he was like, "Did Naila die?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, damn." And I found myself chuckling a little bit because I'm like,
that's all he said?
He just said, "Well, damn." I was like, "That's all you got?"
What?
That's all you got, bro? That's how you digging deep right now and expressing your emotions. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, "Damn, man, you know, somebody called me and told me that she passed away." I was like, "Yeah, I just told you." Yeah, he looked, he just, you know, we was talking today. He was like, "Man, that's just something, man. You got to tell me the story." I said, "Nah, man, let it go. Let it go." Because I knew that probably 10 minutes later he was going to ask me again.
Yeah.
So I was just like, let it go. He's like, "Yeah, well, you know, man, that just, you know, I tried to do what I could." And I said, "Yes, sir, you did. Don't worry about it, man." You know, because I don't hold him. Yeah, I don't hold nothing on him. But it goes back to that thing we always talk about, even not being funny, even when in the last show, when our conversation in the comments, our topic was one place, it went to another place. I'll tell you something about that. It kind of speaks to decisions. And when people make decisions and they do take certain actions, the repercussions, man, sometimes can be life altering. Like when you talk about our show, there's people that was in the comments that can't get on our show no more, or a person. It was life altering. And clearly it fucked with them because they went the term that was given to me, because, you know, we both blocked her. The term that I got with the phone call that I got was, "Why is Cigars and Sneaks going scorched earth on y'all?" And I'm like, "I don't know. We didn't do shit to her. What's she saying? We blocked her. We don't know what she's saying." And it was you know, and then me and Sharika talked about it last night, me, her, and Shawan. You know, that's just a part of what we do. And that's a topic, man. You know, when you in these shows like this and you watch these shows, people, what's going on, Kaiser? People watch our show. We don't expect everybody to agree with what we're saying.
or with
But
everybody in the comments.
with everybody in the comments. Well, let me ask y'all something. All of y'all are here, and I'm not doing this to be nasty. And a part of me is, but I don't give a fuck. If you're watching the lounge and you don't like something that somebody says in the comments, and you engage them, do you feel you should have a limit in the way that you engage them? Like if you disagree and you tell them you agree, do you feel that there should be a certain protocol in that? Like you're not gonna be attacking, you're just gonna speak your opinion. Because what we experience is that one person attacked another person in the comments, and we're having a whole discussion on the screen. And by after a few minutes, we're looking at the comments going, God damn, that went left. And it turned into me and Ray having to block this young lady because we didn't want to have that situation again. Nothing against her personally, because up until that moment, me and Ray were, pretty much crazy and had talked about bringing her on the show with us as a third, because her viewpoints have always been, she's always been strong in expressing her views because we had a certain level of respect for her. But when she attacked Daniel, who is a friend of the show and has been a friend of ours and a very supportive person, we didn't like that. And her actions later on, made us say, hey, maybe this is not the platform for her. Because there was a lack of respect that was lost. There was a lack of decorum in the comments because we all grown. Do you guys feel that we were wrong?
It wasn't about the comments.
It was about her ideas about him as a white man with a black daughter. I'll say it. And it pissed me the fuck off. I was offended by it.
Yeah.
I was offended by it.
It was the comments about that were made about his daughter, him and his daughter, that really, threw it over the edge. But
yeah.
But I mean, like Kaiser said, everyone's entitled to their opinions. So you have your opinions and you say what you want to say. And we really don't police the comments.
Right. But opinions and degradation, because this was disrespect and degradation. Like that the Catholic people say. I'm on my Catholic thing tonight. You can't degrade somebody and just say because you don't agree with their views about men's mental health. You don't go in there and attack. Daniel is a white man. He has a black daughter. He's been raising her, and she's his. And that's exactly what happened. Immediately, I had a block before we got off the show. But some of the things that she said, love her to death, But some of the things he said were downright disrespectful, and to accuse him of being a pedophile or that he was grooming his child, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
That's too much. That's too far.
Yeah, it's way too far. And I saw this coming on an episode of Conversations with Chevalier right before I had it. She sent me a message one time and said, we're talking about cigars. Ask this guy about his personal lifestyle, him and his wife. And my response was, why would I ask that? That has nothing to do with the show. Well, I asked him, and I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't understand that. And so, let me ask you guys something. Do you guys feel, regardless of opinion, that we need to temper ourselves when we're, in the comments on some of these shows? There should be, a fine line that we don't cross. Do y'all feel like if I'm in the comments, there's certain stuff, whether I agree with them or not, I'm just not gonna say. I have the option of tuning out if I don't want to deal with them. Do y'all feel that people should say whatever they want to say? Or do you feel that that's par for the course as it relates to the show? I'm interested to know what you guys think about.
Yeah.
NC True Gentleman. The funny thing, there ain't nothing MAGA about her. She's a Southern Sector black woman. She's a Southern Sector black woman here in the DFW.
But I mean, blocking. Do like when you're in the comments on these shows, man. You on anybody's lives or anybody's posts, you have the option of saying things and saying, whatever is on your mind. You know what I'm saying? And people like the fact that they're able to say things at all times. And sometimes it gets to a point where ain't nobody listening to you. You know.
Well, you had to mute my mic.
I did. I did.
I was about to go. I was about to light that ass up. So Ray muted my mic in the middle of that. Because I really was about to light it up. Kitty Von Litchis has got an interesting comment. She says you can either set up community guidelines or put up a disclaimer at the beginning of the segment. That's you're right about that, Kitty. You're right about that.
I mean,
and we've always felt like because of the way we do this show that we really don't have to do that, because the people that are in here, all of you guys, Kitty, you've been with us from day one. Shop She Smokes, Kaiser, of course. We got people in here that have been communicating on the show since day one. So I think, and Ray, you tell me if you disagree, but I think we felt like maybe we didn't have to do that because of the audience that we had.
That's one of the things, but more so than the fact that it's the audience, it's the fact that you would think that grown people would know how to conduct themselves but also we don't police the comments. Everybody's opinion is welcome. You say what you want. We can agree or we cannot agree, and we're all entitled to that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that
the Meat in the Mouth man just joined us. What's up, high end? We just talk about your meat in people's mouth, bro. Good to see you.
I mean, a disclaimer at the beginning of all of this. I mean, I understand it, but I mean, we grown.
Juicy from Shop She Smokes said everybody don't have the same Big Mama, because when you got a certain type of Big Mama, there's certain shit you don't say, because you remember the fact that Big Mama would hold your face down against the cabinet and kick you in your damn mouth 3-4 times if you trip like that.
Right. But I just, man, it's nothing that the reason why right, Kaiser. But
Kaiser, you're right. You're right, bro.
The reason that I blocked your mic is for that exact reason, man. You don't deserve that.
She didn't deserve my energy.
You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve that energy. And you blocked, and that's it. We moving on. You can go off and do what you want to do, and that okay. Do whatever, say whatever you want, whatever. You're not coming here no more. So
right,
as was stated, the comments going too fast. I would have to scroll back up.
Kitty got a good comment there. She said that sounds lovely, but your platform is growing, and you have to protect it. And you know what? You're right. You're right, sis. We really do. And just before we go any further, thank you guys for sticking in with us. We don't always do shit perfect, but we do it the way we feel we need to do it, because we want it to be an open forum. And so, we don't have to give it a lot of energy, but I just wanted to discuss it because it was something that was on my mind. And I didn't even say what I wanted to say, because I wanted to say some shit that will reverberate and get back. But I realized that that's not necessary.
Exactly. We don't need that.
That's not necessary. Yeah.
So, lasting memories. I ain't grilling nothing tomorrow. What you grilling tomorrow?
Yeah. Hey, why don't you grill something and bring it over here to my house? Because tomorrow my 58th birthday. So, lasting memories. Why don't you grill something and bring it over to my house about 5 o'clock? Because you be over there cooking old school style. Ray, she be over there making candy yams with cinnamon on them and shit. She be over there she be over there cooking for Sir Jawan. They smoking Heart of a Lions and stuff, and they cooking up the world over there. Watch y'all
Kaiser say it's not perfect because he ain't involved.
Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. 58 tomorrow, man. 58 tomorrow.
Damn.
And damn, I feel good, man. I feel blessed to be here. Cooking well done beef
High-end
jerky.
cigars option to say
High end,
well
you can
done
take
beef.
that well done beef jerky and put it in your own mouth. Put it in your own mouth. Put that meat in your mouth. No, don't give me no well done.
What y'all celebrating? This ain't the time to be celebrating other than birthdays. That's what we celebrate.
That's what we celebrating. My birthday tomorrow, man.
He turning 158.
Floyd say where the party at? Floyd, I'm not having now my 60th birthday, because I'm thinking I'm gonna probably still be here. I'm hoping so. My 60th birthday gonna be a real party. This gonna be a Chevalier Life jam. The backyard will be done by then. There's some things that we adding to keep us wet. We're gonna throw a pool back here. It's gonna be ready by then, and we're gonna have a 60th birthday party. Well done beef should be illegal. So I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all not gonna get on me about the well done steaks. Let's say it on my last day of being 57. I no longer eat well done anything. I eat medium plus. Just a little bit over medium. I don't eat well done anything. I've been schooled.
Felicia say 60 will be a movie.
It will be a movie. 59 is gonna be the pre-movie, and then 60 gonna be the movie. So I'm just telling y'all right now.
He say a pool, no Speedos at all.
Hey, you wear what you wear.
Lasting memories say you growing up.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, lasting memories, you need to come get your shot glass that you beat me up about when I went to Cabo a couple months ago, and I'm still walking around with it in my backpack. I told your husband yesterday. You need to come get your shot glass. And on your way over here, grab me a couple of those Heart of a Lions out of your husband's bag and a little whiskey and bring it with you. Because you only like 15, 20 minutes away from me. So
Max say happy birthday. You slowly catching up with him. Soon you'll be eligible for senior center.
I will never catch up with Mac because Mac is 149 years old. I'm 137. Right, yeah, that's true. I'm 12 years younger than Mac. Man, now let me tell you something. I wish Mac was here last week because the toast would have been off the chain.
It sure would have.
That toast would have been off the chain after that show. She said, I got you on Sunday. Right on home. Hey, I'm going to work on Sunday for a little while because I'm greedy. But I'll be back home before 2 o'clock. They do triple time on these holiday weekends. So, I'm going to go sit in my office and watch movies on triple time from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then I'll be back home. So I'll be well rested and ready. So come on over here.
Yeah, you're right. Last memory say he won't be eligible for anything. They cutting everything. Yeah. Ain't gonna be
man. I can't get no Medicaid, no Social Security.
I have to keep working.
Bro, they even going after veterans benefits. I got my little VA money coming in. They going after. They always told us they'll never go after your veterans benefits, man. They going after that. In a minute, they gonna revoke my citizenship. Next thing I know, I'm gonna be.
They heard you. If they heard you trying to speak Spanish on the way home, they was going to get you up out of here.
Yeah, I made up some words, y'all. I called Ray on the way to the crib. I was sitting in traffic. I said, "Well, Ray answered the phone. Hello." Because, he be trying to sound sexy when he answers the phone. Don't do that when you talk.
Shut up. No, I don't.
Don't do that bullshit when you talking to me.
Hey, you're not going to. Okay, so you want to throw slugs. You sent me a text message. When I text you and asked, hey, we doing the lounge tonight, you sent me yes with 7 S's. That's too many S's.
Hey, Juicy, what I told him when he answered the phone, I said, "Get him out of Raymond." Like I was one of them.
So the answer to that question is no. He don't speak Spanish.
No, I don't. I made some shit up. I thought it sounded good. I was like, "Get him out of Raymond." Like I was one of them, when he answered the phone. He answered the phone all sexy and talking about, hello.
I did not.
Get him out of Raymond. with the I had the accent just like I was doing commercials on the Mexican channel.
Telemundo.
Telemundo. Yeah, you know how they do. Get your
Lasting memories. It was YES, but I read it with the A, so it still shouldn't have had all them A's in it.
No, it wasn't. You read it with the A. It was YESSS. I'm not a soft boy. I'm not gonna be in there talking about yes. Nothing against soft boys. I mean, y'all
I
have
told
the
him
right
that's
to
bad.
do that.
That's as bad as
I'm not
calling
a
me and
soft
saying
boy.
sweet dreams.
Funny thing is, David from Charlotte Cigar Week. I was going back through my inbox messages the other day. He sent you something about that, like talk about good night,
sweet
Raymond.
dream.
Sweet dreams, Raymond.
Man, don't do that.
Dude, I was laying in the bed the other night. I saw that shit, dude. I dropped my whole soda on the floor, dude. That shit was funny to motherfucker.
Tell me no sweet dream.
He sent it to me, you were in Mount Olympus. Talk about sweet dreams, Raymond.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that,
tell
bro.
me no sweet dream.
Don't do the sweet dream. Ray is like, Ray put it in the comments. No. Look, you can say what you want, but here's the thing that excites me, man, going into 58. This is no bullshit. What excites me about going into 58 is all
I'm
the
so
growth.
glad y'all didn't.
What?
Felicia said y'all tried to call me the other night with the boys because they wanted to tell me good night. I'm so glad I ain't answered. I'm glad I was asleep.
We did. Hey, I had all the boys here. I had my sons here. When we first saw the video, I kept calling Ray. He wouldn't answer the phone. I was gonna tell him. Hey,
I would have
man,
hung right up. I would have hung right up.
I just wanted to tell you good night. Sleep tight.
Click.
Dude, I called you about 10 times, dude. Me, Jalen, Jaden,
I know. I looked at the phone.
I called you about 10 times, man. I had it on speakerphone too. I was like, yeah, man. Then when I got your voicemail, say, man, I was just calling you to tell you sweet dreams, man, and good night. Take care of yourself.
I don't listen to your voicemails.
And I know you don't. I was like, and I pray that Jesus just takes care of your heart. You know what I'm saying, man? Because that's what brothers do. Take care of your heart, man. Love you, man.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't answer that phone, boy.
No, your man Century would have went in overload. Motherfucker, why is you calling me and telling me some shit like that?
Do that.
Man, my name is Raymond.
Really?
Not Ray Sean.
Really, we're gonna throw it out there like that.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, bro.
Nah, you man, look, let me tell you, I would have hung up so fast. And you would have got 37 middle fingers in the text message. That's all I would have done, and I wouldn't have answered when you called back. I wouldn't have responded to nothing else. You wouldn't have talked to me till Thursday.
Dude, I probably called you, man. We were standing right here in the kitchen in the doorway. Like they would like hurry up and call. They didn't even let me come in the doorway off the patio after the lounge. They was like, hurry up and call him, man. Hurry up and call him and tell him how you feel about it, man. I was like, man, that shit is inherently gay, but all right, I'm gonna do it though. And you didn't answer the phone. Like I called you like 10 times, bro.
I'm glad I did. I'm glad my phone go to do not disturb on its own.
Max say Jesus is for Sunday morning, not for dreams at 1 a.m. Right? You don't need me a custom humidor, a jacket sitting in the States until I'm back. Hey man, call me. You got my number. Let's do that. I got you. But hey man, so I don't do it often. For those of y'all, I don't think there's anybody here that don't know Kaiser. Check out his products, man. He has made me and Ray some of the most amazing products, from glasses, from mugs.
Y'all saw that
shirts,
jacket.
hats. I saw mine, but I ain't felt it yet. I think you've had yours on your back. I don't think I felt that.
Yeah, I've had mine on my back.
Yeah, it's 136 degrees here, but if Kaiser sends me a jacket, I'm gonna wear the motherfucker. I'm just gonna have the air conditioning going out here. I'm not, because the jacket is fly. The jacket,
Eugenio, you gotta follow him. Kaisernomics for life.
Yeah, follow him, man.
Got me in here sweating in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Laughing at you calling me to tell me good night. Oh, I'm so.
I was gonna tell you
so
sweet
glad
dreams, man. I was gonna tell you sweet
I'm
dreams.
so glad I didn't answer that phone call.
I was gonna try to do it in Spanish too, dude. I like pulled it up on my iPad. How do you say sweet dreams in Spanish?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
and
it
and as
was
soon
like
as you'd have
viva.
said it,
It was like viva la noche.
as soon as you'd have said it, ICE would have been knocking at your door. Come on with us. Go ahead, put your hand behind your back.
I'd have been here talking about, hi, my name is Bill Kowalski. What can I do for you?
Oh,
How's it going? Kowalski. How's it going? What's going on? Hi. Hi. Oh, you're coming to get the Mexicans. I'm not one of those.
you watch
I
out.
wouldn't have been.
You better not be speaking Spanish in public.
No, because I had that shit going down though. When I called you today, I was like, "Get him out of Raymond."
And none of those are words.
They ain't words, but I made it up. It sounded original. You're like, it sounded original in the mug, man.
It was
That came
original
up-
because it was original to it's Ulanese.
I made it up off the dome, bro. Get him out of Raymond. I even rolled the R right, man.
Ulanese, that's what that is. Your own personal language.
Yeah,
You need to be
I
careful
speak
with
that.
You need to be careful.
No, I speak that. Yeah, this ICE thing is real, bro.
Man,
Dude,
there's a
I
lot
told
of
you-
stuff that's real now.
Yeah, I told you that so you guys remember the lady from Lucien's, you got me hanging on the string now. They got her in ICE detention center in the US, deporting her back to London.
Dang.
I mean, that goes to show you. I don't know if it's just people of color, because like out here in Heath, they had some white people, or at least they look white. My wife called me one day talking about, man, ICE got some white people over here. I said, they probably not white, baby. They probably just dyed their hair blonde. They might be Russian or something. She was like, I don't know. But I mean, you got to look at that, man. They doing a whole lot of stuff here. Hey, Mac, I'm looking for that farm up there at the border so I can sneak through the back of the farmhouse, man, and come out in your backyard. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be doing the lounge from Mac porch.
Mac gonna have a video of me and Ray running for our lives through the field
in slow motion with cigars and whiskey. Spilling a drop.
Man, look, I'm telling you, man. Look. Hey, man, you know what?
It's getting crazy though. It's getting crazy.
Yeah, it really is, man. Everything from student loans
is getting passed, and stuff that you wouldn't think would get through is getting through. It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's all about big business. And I told you guys when I was at the plant, and after the election, that Wednesday when I went to work, how all these white guys that I work with that I've always liked, they're all really cool. All of a sudden, when Biden and them lost, I walk in that morning and they all talking about, all right, fucking overtime for everybody. I'm like, why? You know what? Because when Trump is in there, we're gonna make more money than we ever had. I say, you sure about that? He ain't like a fan of unions. No. Now, fast forward to like 3 days ago. Fuck, man, I don't know if I'm gonna have a job. Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. You said it was overtime for everybody. Y'all ain't had no overtime since that motherfucker got in there. He tightened up them belts real quick on some things. All of that extra funding, all of that stuff is gone. So, hey, I don't even see MAGA commercials no more. Don't nobody wear red, white hats no more. Like, you say what you want about Trump, but he's a master in confusion, boy. He fooled them all. Did y'all see him trying to propose slavery and try to make it palatable for folks that are too ignorant to understand he's pitching slavery? Melly, man, send her the link. Melly, you got to tell us about that. If you got time for us, I know you do. You done got these shirts and stuff now. You didn't got to be kind of big time, but if you got time to school us on that,
you got time to talk with two little old guys.
Two little old guys from Texas. Then we want to hear about that. So Melly, join us. You know what? I would love for Kitty Von Litchis to join us one time, man.
You want the link? You want the link?
Kitty,
Let
you
me
need
know.
the link, man. You
You know
need
what?
to join us one time.
Eugenio
So
said he's
slavery is
seen
a
it.
tax write-off.
What's going
So what
on?
color are these slaves? First of all, like I want to get some Grady Sheldon talking about banana in the tailpipe. That's a Minneapolis term.
Cigars and other things. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
All right. I sent you the
She
link,
said, "Let me
Kitty.
take off my bonnet." What?
I sent you the link.
Kitty gonna come on our show. Look, all we need is Mount Olympus on here now.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no telling
You
what
know, he
part
don't
of the
mess with
country
us
he
no
is.
more, man.
Man, you know that job kicking his
That
behind.
job got him going though. Yeah, he traveling. You know, he traveling, man. He doing his thing.
Oh,
He
she
talking
said he's
about
talking
using
about.
all the Latinos that are in these new concentration camps as new modern day slaves. Are y'all kidding me?
Wow. I didn't see
Wow.
that. I didn't
I
see
didn't
that.
see that.
But I mean, we in crazy times, man. This is, people, all of those people talking about groceries too high. We're voting for him because he said he's going to bring down groceries, and
He ain't brought
now,
down no groceries.
and your tax done went up 40-something%. So you ain't finna, you gonna get less money. You finna get less money now. I mean, that what y'all wanted. So okay.
That's what y'all wanted. That's what y'all want.
Yo,
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's up, Melly?
Y'all ain't hear what this fool is doing?
no, we
No,
did not.
man,
Come
tell
on,
us
it's
all
time for.
about it.
Listen, I will send y'all the links
Hold
as
on.
receipts after the fact.
Hold
Right on.
on. I got something for that. Hold on.
I love it. I love it. So someone sent it to me today and I was like, yo, is this AI? Like, because in today's days, in today's times, you need to like make sure what you're watching, what you're hearing is actual
Right.
and it's not generated. So I saw it and I'm like, this can't be real. This has to be AI. Nope. It was real. So he set up, or in the midst of a press conference,
Mm-hmm.
talking about the immigrants that they're trying to ship away. Maybe they will keep them because they've already been working in the farms. I'm going to be paraphrasing. So they've already
Okay.
been working in the farms for years and years and years, and they have relationship with the farm owners, and the government cares about the farm owners, and they're nice people. So let's make these nice farm owners in charge and in care of all of these immigrant workers that have already been working there. So let's give them, they won't be citizens, but they'll have special allowances, and the farm owners will be in charge of them. Tell me what that is.
Oh,
Tell
that's
me, tell
definitely
tell
slavery.
me what that tell me what that is.
That's definitely
Damn.
slavery.
You
That's
know what I'm
slavery.
saying?
Definitely slavery.
Exactly. But
They
that's
can
the spin
they
that
can
he's putting on it.
provide housing for them. They can help them to
And that is the
be.
spin that they are putting on it. They're like, we care so much about our farm owners. They've been here for years and years and years. They know the farm, they know the people. Let's let them stay here, and they can work. And the farm owners will be responsible of them. My dude, you are putting a PC spin on slavery and making it palatable for folks to like sign up behind that.
The
That
funny
makes
thing,
my
there'll be some
blood
black folks that say,
boil.
"That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna make money." Man,
Well,
come
when
on.
all of this happened, the original game plan was they were going to ship off all of the migrant, I'm going to call them migrant workers, right? They're going to ship
Right.
them all off. And by their own admission, they thought like black folks were just going to jump into the positions now. Okay, well, they're gone. I
Nigga,
guess they want these
nigga,
jobs.
we driving
Wait a
BMWs and
minute.
Benzes and
Wait a minute.
Porsches.
Look what Max said. He was asked if JFK Jr. would be at the 4th of July party. He said probably. Then they informed him he's been dead for 15 years. He replied, "That's not been confirmed." Is that real?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I pray it's a joke, but you can never tell
You
with this
never know
man,
with him,
yo.
man. You never know with him, dude.
You really
You
can't tell.
cannot
He'll be
tell.
like,
I'm telling you,
it's not been confirmed. We don't know.
Listen, when I saw that little clip somebody sent to me, I'm like, yo, is this real? This can't be real. This cannot be real life. This cannot be real life today. This has to be AI generated.
That's
But
crazy.
sure enough, it was for real, for real. What?
That's nuts.
Well, for me, I don't know how to say this, so I'm gonna say it. I love you, Mac, and all my white friends. I love y'all. But if you ain't white, you black. In this new society, and I don't mean that to be funny. If you're not white, you're black. And so I think, this whole white Christian nationalist thing with 2025 is a real thing. And I remember last year during election time, we were having these big, massive debates, and we would have a lot of people on the show in the comments, and we're having these debates, and I'd be sitting there, man, y'all not taking this shit seriously. Like, y'all are saying what they can't do, but he been laying the framework even after he got out of office. They were laying the framework for a lot of this to happen, and I blame the Democrats. I blame the Democrats, because at the end of the day, if we keep it above,
They could have made it where he couldn't run.
they could have made it where he couldn't run. They said they wouldn't do that vote because it's never been done before.
Honey,
but in reality,
but the reality is, it's
Yo,
not what people fail to
who is that?
truly absorb. It's not Democrats versus Republicans, because they're holding hands and skipping through the forest, fucking all of us.
That part.
Hi,
Is that Kitty
everybody.
Malicious?
that is.
Hi, Midori
So you're
Melon. How
taller.
you doing?
Hey, sweet
Hi, everybody.
So you taller
Look,
than I
I
thought.
saw you at the last oh Lord, at the Borough, the last one. Yeah, the last one.
Who?
Yeah. Yes, you was there. They
Yeah.
having one tonight.
They are having one tonight. Listen, I wasn't
Yes.
going out there. It's thundering.
I know. It's thundering in New York. Yes, it is. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? I can't see anything. Am I supposed to see anything? This is my first time on stream.
Yeah, you
Nah,
supposed to
you
see.
ain't supposed
you
to
should
see
see
nothing
everything.
but us.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, wait a minute, where you saw
fine.
me?
Can you see the comment down at the bottom?
It says you're in the show.
Oh, maybe not.
That's all. I
Oh
see.
well.
But yes, I try to stay away from talking about Trump and MAGA and all of that stuff, because it sent my pressure up, and I can't even take it. It bothers my spirit, and so I've just kind of tapped out.
Yeah, you know what? That's where I am too. That's why I see stuff coming across timelines. I keep going. I see it pop on YouTube. I keep going.
But here's the problem with that, and I feel y'all, because I try my best. Not, like I said, someone sent me that article, right? I think we all are in this place where it's like, it's disgusting. We don't want to see it. We want to disengage, but it's fucking happening. It's happening. It's real life. Like, it's going on. It's going on whether we are watching it or not. It is happening, and it is
That's
going
true.
on.
It is. That's true. I mean,
That's true.
It's like, I know I need to know, but it's almost like, what now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
You know what? For
Is
me,
this
it's
real
not even
life?
what now
I know I
anymore.
keep having is this real life? This can't be real. This
Right.
shit right here cannot be real.
It's just that it's happening so much. If it's one thing, if it was like,
It's happening fast.
remember when we thought Bush was the worst thing that could happen, and like every time he did something, it was like every once in a while. So it was crazy, but it wasn't like this. This is every single day, multiple times a day.
That's because Kanye was talking shit, and social media was like, "Well, Kanye said it."
Yeah.
And now look at his ass.
Well, he said,
Next thing you know, he got a red and white cap on. Yeah, when he said that, the whole world stood. It was like Kanye came on and said, "Bush hates black people."
Yes, he sure did.
And now
With the
every
stress
time you
face.
see him, now every time you see him rolling around Dallas, he up in some black restaurant, eating eating cornbread and Cajun fried catfish and shit like that. You know, every time because he lives here. He lives here in Dallas, and so it's not uncommon. He's not like hiding out. You know, he's everywhere that everything is going down. You know, he's everywhere.
Well, you know, he's enamored by Michelle Obama. You ever seen pictures of when he
Who's
gets around
not?
Michelle Obama?
Yo, he is obsessed.
He be cheesing.
But you know
He
what?
love him some
Black
shells.
people fell in love with him because he gave her a peppermint, you know, at the inauguration. I'm like, y'all can be bought for a peppermint.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, George Bush
Everybody
is okay.
loves
He loves
shells.
black people. He gave Shell a peppermint and she took it. He was joking with her. Look, I shouldn't say
pretty
this.
much.
I'm gonna say it.
All
Everybody loves black women. Everybody loves black women.
Or they love to copy them.
That part.
Because in some spaces they don't love us, but they will copy us.
No. In many spaces.
In many spaces, yeah. Yeah, there's no it's not really love, it's just imitation.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, I don't want our conversation to become toxic, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a culture thing that
honey, it's not toxic. It's reality.
Yeah.
My wife said I'm a hater. She always says that because, and then she don't put Chevalier. She put Yule. That's cool, baby.
Why she pulling out the government card, honey?
Look. Well, Chevalier is my middle name. That's actually my middle name. So you know, I can do either or. But here's my thing: just because a white guy roll up and slide you a peppermint, now it erases all the bullshit he did for the last 8 years.
Well, no, it doesn't. But he really does love him some Michelle.
Yes, he does.
He does.
But how do you know that? Because he gave her a peppermint?
No, you just have
to honey, because he would drink her bath water if he had the opportunity.
You see their interactions when he sees
I've seen it.
See all his teeth.
Yeah, I see it. But you know, I remember I was watching the Today Show one time, and Jenna Bush was on there. She had her sister on there with her, and so somebody asked them about their relationship with Obama girls, and she said, "Well, you guys don't realize that we've known them for years. Like my dad and Barack Obama have known each other for many years, and so you know what you're seeing is not something that just. So I get it. It's not something that just happened at the inauguration. We've been close. We've been, you know, we're older than them, and we've been trying to make it. But my wife said he hates on George Bush for crushing on Michelle. I do not hate on it. I'm just not excited because he handed her a motherfucking peppermint. Look here. I can't walk up on a sister, you know, back in the day and be like, I got a peppermint for you, and now the whole world thinks I love her. No, you
can't do that today.
Yeah, you bet.
You give up nobody that's sexual harassment.
You hand her a peppermint today.
You couldn't do that back then. You can't do it today.
She finna pull the phone
Brother
out.
Skiro said she ain't using your stage name. hey man, hey Brother Skiro, that's my middle name. Chevalier. My name is Yule.
It don't
Chevalier
matter. It don't
Neal.
matter. You go by Chevalier
What's up, Brother
on social media.
Again,
anyway.
If I tap in.
Hey, let me say this real quick to Brother Skiro. Hey man, I need some theme music too. Like,
yeah, Brother Skiro, hold on.
You see his theme music from Cigarologist.
Brother Skiro.
Yeah.
Brother Skiro, we need some theme music.
We need some theme music.
Ooh.
We need some theme music. Hey man, Brother Skiro makes theme music.
We need some theme music, man.
We need some theme music for the lounge and for conversations with Chevalier and the Earthador Lounge. And you have to use the name Chevalier in the theme music, not Yule.
Do you guys have like a playlist on like Spotify or something like Chevalier?
No, I need to get one. I got mine on Apple Music.
Do it.
I got one on Apple Music. I think Melly, because I started following Melly.
I was just about to say, I was like, I'm privy to that.
Yeah, she hooked me up with some when I was doing my my Latin Thursdays, which I'm about to go back to for the cigar track of the day. I started pulling stuff off of her playlist on Apple Music.
Okay.
So you know,
you guys
I know everybody
should do that, and then people can groove to you even when they're not listening to you.
Right. Hey man, you queued up for the vibe. We need a vibe before we get into
and you know what? It's a really black song.
some heavy political stuff because I see that that's where this
No,
show
it's
is
not.
going.
No, it's
No.
not political. But I went with one of your New Orleans people, Ray. I wanted to touch. I wanted it to touch you because you so pro New Orleans.
Which one?
Even though you're from fucking Houston.
Which one? I'm not from Houston, first of all.
Taking the bangers.
Oh yeah, that's a
Taking the
good.
bangers.
I know
Taking
what
the
song
bangers.
you about to play.
You already know.
But this is my monologue. George Bush gave Michelle Obama a peppermint, and Yule thinks that that's the reason that people say that George Bush loves Michelle Obama.
That's what they say. That's the only thing they know.
That's not the reason.
He loved Michelle Obama because
No,
he gave
it's
her a
because
peppermint.
he trips over himself. He starts drooling and
Yeah.
getting all
I ain't never
giggly
seen him
and
drool.
googly eyed.
Send me the video. I ain't never seen him drool.
The reason is why he met a black woman that's dripping that sauce. And perhaps he had never really been around all that dripping.
He never been around that kind of sauce.
That's probably what it is.
Because Laura's on 1 and 3 and he's trying to get on 2 and 4. I digress. Come on with this vibe, man.
She clapping like this. She clapping like this.
Somebody's cup of tea, but maybe
No,
not.
wait. It's like this.
Yeah. And Michelle in there talking about, hey, that might get him. And then she taller than him too. So I get it.
Oh man, it's time for the vibe.
All right, man. This is the vibe. This is the time in our show where we relight our cigars, we pour our drinks, and we vibe to a little music. This track, I was thinking about Ray when I hit this track. It's called Black Folks by Tank and the Bangers featuring Alex Isley and Masego. So I'm smoking on a cigar that I'm going to leave nameless. I got an old fashioned that my wife just made me, a peach old fashioned. So y'all sit back and groove to the vibe with Tank and the Bangers.
I'm gonna want to know about this nameless cigar. You're gonna have to DM me. I want to know this cigar.
That's both. They don't pay our bills, so I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Well,
I love black folk.
I can speak on this one. This is the Habano.
Black look like a revolution.
Molan Labe
Look like a
cigar.
family reunion in the park.
So,
Black look like it's a different world. Sound like a crawfish boil in New
they
Orleans.
something like a sponsor, so I can say
Black
that.
folk joke around like Martin. They got canes from JJ in the living room.
Y'all don't know about them
It
things.
sounds strong. Look like sacrifice.
Everybody grandma had one
in
in pink.
summertime.
I had
It
one.
sound like old songs. Smell like good food.
Cheers,
It
y'all.
tastes like heart disease, but it feels like maize at Jazz Fest.
Oh, Kitty Von Lips is drinking that high dollar water.
Yeah.
It sounds like skin, like something dark. It look like hair.
I'm trying to stay
It sound like
hydrated
rough
because
hair.
it's hot.
And good hair. Look like history. Sounds spiritual.
People who
Black
drink
sound
water
like
know about
years,
Fiji.
like working, like night. Black sound like money,
Fiji
look like
is good water
Walmart.
right there. That's a good water.
like corner stores, like cash register singing.
Chevalier still drink the same.
Black look
sound
like 400 years.
So long as he's not
Sound
drinking
like
Dasani.
Oprah. Impact
Oh no, he
like
drank
Martin.
Dasani.
Look like Cicely Tyson. Say
I do not.
Who
I drink
drinks
Walmart
Dasani?
water. I drink Walmart
Feel like
water.
broken homes. Say Black smell like crack and
Don't
coke.
do that.
Sounds motivational. Feels like
You
Water
get
is
worms.
wet. That's all I care about. It's wet.
Sunday cats and women.
You'll get worms drinking that water.
Oh damn.
Grady Sheldon say that's contraband. Hey,
Well,
Grady,
you know, Grady is the water king.
Grady, you ought to sponsor the show, and then we can start putting your water
Yeah,
all over
send
the
us some
place.
water, Grady.
Oh.
Send us some of that Crystal Spirit water from Minneapolis.
That
Grady.
1186 real artesian water, which is actually very good water, by the way.
Sound like Dick Jackson and Sneaky Uncle.
I'm gonna have to check out y'all.
Look like Tyler Perry.
Love
made
y'all.
All right,
money.
Melly, appreciate
All right,
it.
Bye,
love you, love
Melly.
you, love you, love you. Bye.
Love you too. Love you too, buddy.
Bye.
And they won't ever get it.
Oh,
huh?
I
Like,
can't see the
what's
comments.
your personal feelings
I'm
and
new to
racial justice
StreamYard,
so far?
but
Hold on. You can't see it when I put it on screen?
But I love me some black
No.
folk. I love the hair grease and the
Oh,
rich
that's up.
queens.
I don't know
The
why.
front row seats, the police, the
We'll have
projects,
to read
the
them out
Western
to you.
Queens, Big Lake.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
Assistance,
Mount Olympus. We ain't really discussing much, but we just finished talking about how George Bush loved Michelle Obama.
Some black folks.
For they are the people that were made from the darkest parts.
Where is it in Houston, Grady? Then I'll go get me something to support you.
For your one. Ray, these your people from New Orleans, man. The only group I like from New Orleans.
They got a lot of good music in New Orleans. I don't do bounce music.
Yeah. My homegirl, Vegas Cola.
I like Evian too, Kaiser. I like Evian too.
I'm a real New Yorker, and I'm just like, I don't be knowing half of these Southern artists. Don't take my black
venture out. You gotta venture out of the 5 boroughs. Listening to nothing but Wu-Tang, huh?
You're right.
Listen to nothing but Wu-Tang and Sugar Hill Gang.
I mean,
I tell y'all what.
Music. You should do a house segment.
You know what? I'm thinking about that.
We gotta be careful
for the Chevalier Life.
We gotta be careful though. We gotta be careful if we do house music, because if DJ on, he gonna get up and start dancing.
And you know his dance, Ray. What's his dance?
The Spirit Fingers.
That's all right.
And then he got some shoulder pads in his jacket. Somebody knew.
He wears zoot suits. He wears zoot suits.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, so that was the vibe with Ray True Life and Chevalier. So on the vibe, we thinking that's the vibe. Is Grady got an orange vest on?
Grady got an orange vest.
Remember, I just started working for the state. So and I can't say the name of the state. So I'm outside working.
You in jail, bro?
Hey, y'all heard what Trump doing? I got caught up in the mess. So now I'm out here working for free.
Say, man, at least they let you have your phone.
Hey, that's crazy that the sun's still out behind y'all.
Hey, look. This phone is contraband too. I had to sneak it in.
We don't tell us how you snuck it in.
In jail? Are you doing
You're doing community service right now.
Picking up trash on side the freeway. That's why you hear the trucks. See? Grady, where's your water in Houston?
You gotta learn.
I noticed at a few restaurants. So the distributor in Houston, I don't know. It used to be an HEB, so I don't know all the stores, but you can go to the 1186 website and they'll tell you where in Houston to get it.
No, we want to buy our water from you, bro.
Well, then we got to ship it to you. Well, next time I'm in town, I'm planning a trip.
You the plug, man. You the 1186 water plug, bro.
Shipping is a mug. Let me tell you. If I was in the neighborhood, you would not have a problem with it. I'll definitely have y'all the water. But when you got to ship it to you, no.
My wife said you sound like you sat in the middle of the freeway, bro.
Well, I am in the middle of the freeway, literally. We're getting ready to do.
He got to pick up that trash.
Listen,
hey, don't forget those cigarette butts, buddy. We hate those. We're cigar smokers. Pick up those cigarette butts, buddy. Don't leave them out.
If you want to punish me, make me pick up cigarette butts. And you know I don't touch those things. I'm a real smoker.
Mount Olympus says, "Look, I'm not working. He ain't at work. Why you ain't on here?
You're a bougie cigar.
He's not working for free. Yeah, that's all are. We all
That's
are.
it. That's all. Trust me.
I can't afford the cigars they smoke.
Very judgmental.
Every time somebody say
cigarettes,
when they say you can't smoke in here, I be like, can I smoke a cigar? Even after they say, can I smoke a cigar?
It's a difference. You can smoke cigars and can't smoke cigarettes.
And most of the time they say yes.
It is a difference.
It is a difference. It smells a lot better.
No, that's not what it is.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah, cigars say elegance.
It says standard.
Po trash.
Grady, your overseer not gonna see you with that phone and come get you?
No, he ain't got out here yet. He on the other side of the
plantation.
You're
saying that cigarette smoke is lowbrow.
That's the word, not PWT, lowbrow.
Low brow.
Hey, Grady, your phone on speakerphone?
No, I'm on my.
Oh,
but it's all the noise behind it.
I was gonna say put it on speaker,
headset, bro.
No, I was gonna
he
say
got a headset
because I'm gonna go. Hey, boss, he ain't working. Hey, boss.
Hey, boss man, he ain't doing nothing.
He ain't working. He over here talking to us.
He over here talking to us. We free down here.
Boss, he at the line. He at the gun line, boss.
He at the gun line, boss. He at the gun line, boss. Come get him. He over here. He ain't working.
Boss, how we doing today, boss?
Sound pretty bad though in your background.
Man,
no, it's definitely the trucks. Definitely the trucks.
You came on here like you wanted to say something.
Hey man, we hope you get out of jail soon, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put nothing on your book.
Come on, man. Put something on brother's book.
Up, man.
Put something on brother's books.
They got you for calling that little tricycle a motorcycle.
That's what it is.
Oh, by the way, I want to tell y'all, I just rolled out to Dayton, Ohio, and I won for the longest distance on a tricycle.
I bet you did, because ain't nobody riding that.
No, well, that's a three-wheeler.
Now that's a skill.
Yeah, he got a three-wheeler with hammers on his back.
Kitty, don't listen to him, Kitty. I got a
Kitty. He got a three-wheeler with hammers on the back.
I got a fully custom 15 road glide. Don't listen to that.
Tell you, you'd be surprised at what kind of hobbies people have. So when I hear shit,
we know Grady.
Really, that's lovely.
We know Grady.
Tricycles.
When we first
tricycles are not mine.
He sold us 6 gallons of crystal water in Austin. You remember that, Ray?
Yeah.
He sold us 6 gallons of crystal water. It was 137 degrees that day. He was like, "You can not only drink it, but you can rub it on your skin. It's like lotion." He was telling us. He was like, "Man, your skin will glow."
He did.
Oh, he hustled the hell out of us. He told us you can rub it on your skin. He looked at me. He said, "Young brother, your skin is dry. Let me give you some of this. Rub it in your hand." He told me put my hand out like this. He poured some in. Now rub it together. Now rub it on your head. I said, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm just gonna do it on my hands, man. I don't trust you, man. I don't know you, bro. But I was glowing after I rubbed this diamond water on my hands. I was glowing on my fingers.
I don't know, but I know Grady better get to picking up that trash, because you know you got to press them license plates in 20 minutes. They're gonna come put you on the car.
License plates.
I work in the kitchen.
6 o'clock.
I work in the kitchen, so I'm giving you macaroni and cheese, some oatmeal, and an apple.
I don't want to know how you snuck them headphones in jail.
And that's from a box. That ain't homemade. That's from a box.
Yeah. That and it's not craft either. It's like Smoley's or something. It's some name that we ain't never heard of. Johnson's macaroni.
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never
been macaroni.
We actually pick the oats, grind them down by hand, and then we make oatmeal out of it.
Hey, Shop She Smoke says she was on her diner today. She got a diner glide. She was on her diner today.
Is that a tricycle?
That's Harley. No, she only rides.
Oh, she got a real bike.
3.
She got a real bike.
Hey, how you doing?
Listen,
thank you.
Not everything is a
Boston
tricycle.
Let you get in the car. Boston said, "Great, go sit in the truck."
Dave gave me a little air conditioner. They felt bad for me today.
She got a wide glide. Hey man, we happy for you, man. Oh, boss let you sit in the truck. You sit in the seat.
Hey boss, we sure is hot out here.
I don't want to know how you got that privilege. That's all.
How you get that privilege to sit in the seat, Grady?
Hey, boss, we hot, boss. Boss, we hot.
I'm gonna tell you how you got that privilege. I'm gonna tell you how you got that privilege, but it's got to go in the box.
You gotta put it in the box.
This is our little boundary box.
All right, go ahead and tell us. Come on, Raymond.
He borrowed a bottle of baby oil from Diddy.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, hey, one thing we know about Grady, he gonna always find that shit on discount. He gonna find it. He probably he was probably selling it to Diddy.
That's what happened.
Boy, listen, if I can sell water, I can sell baby oil.
Sean, Sean, I can get it for you, Sean. I can get it for you.
Sean, I have the deal for you, Sean. Sean, listen. This isn't your regular Johnson
Listen,
& Johnson.
guys, I gotta go, but it was a pleasure being on the lounge.
Thank you
Hey,
for
Kenny,
joining
thank
us.
you for
Back
finally
soon.
joining us, man.
Yes, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me.
We're going to send you the topic next week. You need to come back and kick it with us because you used to be on here all the time, you
All
know,
the time.
inciting riots in the comments.
You ain't, yeah. She used to get them
She
going
used
in
to
the
incite
comments.
riots
I
in
don't
the
know if I
comments.
was necessarily inciting riots, but just a little truth talk. That's all.
Right on. Right on. Well, hey,
But
it's
listen,
nice to see you on here.
The pre-sale for Lace Smoke cigar subscription box for women is launching soon, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about that next time I come on.
Definitely.
Yeah, you will.
Definitely.
All right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what you're gonna come on to talk about.
That's what we're gonna come on and talk about.
Hey, send it to me, Kitty. Like,
Absolutely.
make me a collaborator on your posts and stuff like that. I'll reshare them. Chevalier Unity, we got it.
Thank you so much. At Lace Smoke Official. You can pin that.
That's LE Smoke.
Go follow.
That's LE Smoke.
LESMOQUE.
That there.
Okay.
There you go, friend. See.
Okay.
That's why yes.
Okay.
Official.
You can made it out of the Make sure you tag me on all the posts.
That's
Make
right.
me collaborate on all the posts, please.
Will do.
And I'll reshare.
So have a good night, guys, and I will be back on soon.
All right.
All right,
Appreciate
buddy.
you.
Thank you. It's good to see you. All
Bye.
right. Bro, we had Kitty Varlicious on our show. She been killing the comments for 3 years.
3 years. What you was about to say, Grady?
Well, I was gonna say, they
You got them both. Right, yeah. And I will make that focus stop for it gave me 2 feet. I can't smoke in the house, but I can smoke in here.
The fabric bow ties, the wooden bow ties.
He was, I want to say,
Get stuff down. Because if you don't.
Such disrespect. Such disrespect.
Hey, Mac put a comment in there saying, tiptoeing down the boundary line.
Yeah.
Hey, it was good seeing y'all. Good talking to you.
Hey, man, it's good to see you too. Hey, man, let us know when you get out, man.
No doubt. Finna put the plow on the horse.
Hey, when you coming back down to the house, man? When you coming back to my house, dude? You came one time, and then you don't come no more. When you coming back over to visit me, man?
He needs to know that. He needs to know that so he can let the gate attendant know that you're coming.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, because they don't like motherfuckers just showing up over here, man. When you coming back?
Probably mid-August, early September, because we are taking a ride to Oakland late August. So mid-September, I'll come down.
Hey, come on, man. You know you're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Me and Grady sat out here one night, did some smoking and some drinking on the patio. We had a great time, man.
Right, sure did. And I even got to see the volcano in his backyard go off.
Oh, you got to see that?
Man, you know,
I never got to see the volcano.
Hey, man,
look,
don't tell nobody.
The ground open up. Man. The ground open up and it raises up out the ground. Then the light axis start happening.
And what happens, man? Milk chocolate comes out that bad fella all over the yard.
Box. Put that in the box. Put that in.
You know what, man?
This is our little boundary box.
Listen, guys, it's good seeing y'all. I'm out of here. We get to work and do something.
All right, stay up.
I see y'all next week.
Hey,
head up. Stay up, man. Jail ain't nothing. One day at a time, bro.
One day at a time.
Hey,
just keep waking up.
One day at a time.
Just put something on my books, would you please? Put something on my books.
Okay, just wait on it, bro. Just wait on it.
He gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not.
Yeah, wait on it, bro. It's coming. If you don't see it in 2 weeks, call me collect, bro.
All right, will do. All right, y'all.
All right.
Later. Damn, Raymond. This show went by fast, man. It's 8:52, man. I think it's time for the toast.
It did.
Hey, Felicia, are you watching the show? Can you real quick pour me another bourbon concoction, please?
Yeah,
I don't know if she's still watching.
I don't know.
So Raymond, man, I got the backyard all like extra going, bro.
Mm-hmm,
I got all my stuff going here. Let me kill this light, man, so you can see. I even got AC out here now, bro. I got AC out here right now.
Well, it's not AC. It's just, I know what it is. It's an evaporative cooler.
That's what it is. But it's a gigantic one. So I got my.
You got a gigantic backyard, so it's got to be big.
I do not. So stop telling people that. It's not. But look, I'm gonna walk over here because I want you to see. I'm building our set. So I got us all set up. All the lights ain't on yet, so I'm gonna wait a little while. But I got it coming together out here, bro. Like I'm on the outer patio. I got some lighting. It's just starting to get dark out here.
Y'all can see how big it is.
Yeah, man. When you come back up to visit, man, we're gonna be doing big things out here.
I just sent it to you, Mac.
Yep. You sent him the link?
Yeah. So
yeah, he got to come on for.
While we wait on. Oh, brother Oscuro say, don't lean that head towards the camera again. I'm blind now.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Hey, just make that theme music, man. You can say whatever you want to say. Hey, I'm not being funny. Hey, brother Oscuro, I told Tim in the comments the other day, I really want that, man. That was amazing what you did, brother. That was amazing what you did. I listened to it. I was like, what the hell?
You did one for Mount Olympus too.
Really?
Mac the cigar advocate.
The coolest man in Canada.
Well, now that we got, can you hear us?
Oh, hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to try this again. I can hardly hear you.
Okay.
Well, we getting ready for ashes and glasses. So go on ahead and put y'all toast in the comments. The toast ain't got to be serious, but put it in the comments before we even run the graphic.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. You know what? I gotta say this. Not being funny. I was really excited to have Kitty.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Kitty on here. Are you going to install some coverage for the sun and rain? Are you going? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I got coverage.
He got some stuff that's going back there.
Mm-hmm. Well, so they asked the question, am I installing coverage? I already actually have it. So I'm sitting on the covered portion now. But there's going to be another covered portion out there, but there's a whole covered portion with TV and the things we need right here. So, and me and Ray are gonna be doing something, man. We're gonna invite some influencers, and we're gonna do something here in the backyard coming up.
Influencer.
Yeah, I don't like the word, but I'm trying to think of something. We're gonna invite some people that are social thank you, baby. There's another one from Sooty Girl 73, a peach old fashioned. But we're gonna have some people come. Ray's gonna come, and we're gonna smoke and have a great experience here in the backyard. Mac, you're more than welcome to come if you want to come down. And we're planning something that we're gonna do here in the backyard where we can eat. We can smoke and just have a great time together, man. All in the name of cigars. So be looking for that coming in the near future. Hey, your boy out here, Ray.
I know. You know what time? You know what time it is.
Yeah, it's time to go. His ass is out here.
All right, it is now time for Ashes and Glasses, the way we like to end the show. Everybody on screen is going to give a toast. And if you got a toast in the comments, go and put your toast in the comments and we'll read them out loud. The toast ain't got to be serious. Toast can be whatever you want the toast to be. So, we got one already from Charlotte Cigar Week.
Is that guy named Damon Damon Robinson?
That guy.
Hey, what's that red dot on his crotch?
So he sent me this toast. It's a long one. So he said, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish that you were here, but you're not. Because the drinks bring back all the memories of everything that we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Because the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back memories. And the memories bring back you. I'm going to read it again.
Fucking cheers.
I'm going to read it again. Yeah. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the ones that we wish you were here, but you're not. Because the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Because the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. That's better.
Cheers.
Cheers. So Brothers Oscuro says, salute to you brothers for giving us a place to enjoy ourselves.
Cheers, man.
Elin the Leo.
Hey, man, our girl, man. Elin is in here, Elise. You gonna read it, Ray?
Yeah. Cheers to the kind, the thoughtful, and the positive energy. Cheers.
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 Elise has been with us, man, off and on since before the lounge, man. Hey, we love you, Elise. We love you, man. Hey, look, hey, waiting on the opportunity. I know you get busy.
With that one hand in the air.
That one hand in the air. You know how she do it.
Brother Oscuro also says
today, Ray. I almost posted her video when we was at the white party, man, when she was dancing.
You should have posted
Sexual Healing. I might go back and you know what? Tomorrow's my 58th birthday. I might post it just for that. I might put it in there just for that.
Brother Oscuro says, toast to the birthday boy, and we wish you many more. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sooty Girl 73. Your wife
I know her.
says, you know her? You better know her.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah. I'll probably lay down next to her in a little while, but go ahead.
Cheers to chapter 58. May God blow your mind this next year. Cheers.
Man, cheers. Thank you, baby. I love you.
All right. Let's Smoke Official. Toast to both of the birthday boys.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you.
All right,
man. My wife wasn't playing when she made this peach old fashioned, bro. Oh shit! I'm starting to get a little dizzy.
What you got, sir? Come on with your toast.
All right. First of all, I want to toast to all of you guys. Thank you for your condolences, your love, your friendship. I want to toast you guys for supporting me and Ray on the lounge. Here's a special toast to Mac, the cigar advocate, my brother in Canada. I love you, man, and I appreciate you for all that you do. The lounge is a place, man, that we set up for people to share their views and have a good time. And I toast to all of you that have been continuously supporting us and those that you support us quietly. Toast to y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, Ray. Addendum. Here's to my sister, Naila. I miss you. I love you. And I'll see you again. Hopefully not too soon, but I will see you again. Cheers. I want to keep it real. I'm not trying to see you no time soon.
Right.
Well, I really don't want to see you because I still think you went south instead of north, but I'm not sure. she was a gangster, bro. My sister was a gangster. She went south instead of north, but I'm just, yeah, that's where it is.
Hey,
I couldn't help myself, dude. She was a thug, dude.
My toast goes to all of the people who support us and make this happen, to all the people that support the lounge, that support Conversations with Chevalier, that support the Herfordor Lounge, that support all of the endeavors that we have had, and that will support all of the things that we have coming up, because we got a lot of stuff coming. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank y'all.
Let me see, we got any more toasts in there?
Not least. No, well, we got a birthday. Kissing Ash 1. Happy birthday, Cancer in the building. Just celebrated June 22nd.
Cancer season. Cheers. She rolls in the building. Hey, Mac. Kissing Ash says Mac favors my late husband.
Sorry?
Well, all right.
Want me to go now?
Kissing Ash just said that you favor her late husband. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. Come on with your toast, Mac.
Come on, Mac. Let me get myself together.
Last but certainly not least.
First off, I'd like to just say happy birthday, Yule. I may not see you tomorrow, but you've been an inspiration and a true brother, both you and Ray. But your birthday's tomorrow, so this is for you, Yule. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you, bro.
You know that's not it.
Oh, that's
I know it's not.
Oh, you know that's not it.
I'm almost scared.
So I gotta say cheers to all the sorry, you'll get used to this when you get older. To all the vegetarians that are out there and how true they are to their cause. Because you know why vegetarians don't moan during sex? Because they don't want to admit a piece of meat feels good. Cheers.
Cheers. God damn. Okay.
Cheers.
Ray, O.C. Rose put in the comment, I'm actually in your city at Chevalier Life, headed to Smoke Chemistry. So Friend Cigars, I'm wearing their shirt tonight, is doing a cutting light at Smoke Chemistry, a new lounge in Arlington, Texas, which is, not far from here. O.C. Rose, holla at me. How long you going to be here? Let's see if we can connect and say hello. Welcome to Dallas and enjoy yourself.
Fred Grimes, what up, man?
What's up, Fred?
You late.
Fred said he not late. He on time for him. He fashionably behind the times or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we haven't done this. We haven't done this in a minute. Chevalier, come on, close us out and give us your benediction, man.
I just want to say, in light of everything that's happened over the last few weeks, I just want to thank you guys for supporting me and Ray, especially you, Mac. When we started this, I say it all the time, we started this as a safe place, but it was a place for me and Ray to really kind of sit down and have the conversations over cigars. And we felt like, if we did this, people would join in. We didn't market it. We just wanted to be a safe place. We don't make money off of it. We're not getting sponsored. We use it as a place to promote the cigar culture.
We're not getting sponsored yet.
But what our intention was, and I know you'll agree, Ray, we wanted to create a space where people can come and just have conversations over cigars. We ain't talking about blends. We just sitting down and having conversations over cigars. And so I'm so thankful on my last day of being 57. I'm so thankful that you guys support us and still rock with us. Elise, man, we love you and we appreciate you because you've been here at Ground Zero. Kitty Von Licious, Kissing Ash, Mac, Damon from Charlotte Cigar Week. We thank you, man, for giving us our first shot with the lounge to come to Charlotte Scar Week in 2023 and interview people. Man, we just appreciate all that we have. And we thank you guys for supporting the lounge. We do this every every Thursday at 7 p.m. Tomorrow's my 58th birthday, man. I'm going to be out here in the yard smoking early. I'm going to lunch with my family. Then I'm going to be back out here. Oshi Rose, holler at me, inbox me. Let me know where you're at. I'll try to catch up with you while you're here. And I just thank you guys, man, for all that you do for us, man. All the support that you give me and Ray. We appreciate it. We love you for it. And we ain't going to stop. We ain't never going to stop, man. As long as we got y'all, we know we're doing a good thing. And that's what the cigar community is about. The Herfordor Lounge and Chevalier Life came together. And, man, we love this damn thing. So we're going to rock it till the wheels go off like our boy Orlando from So Divine Lee says. Much love to y'all. And good night, everybody.